there, this is Datila with Rangers of Wrestling, bringing you the Wrestling Time post show. And for tonight, I will be reviewing AEW Dynamite. Oh wow, so much happened tonight. How about we talk about that Will Ospreay debut first? Trent Beretta had came out basically talking about how it's National Best Friends Day and his best friends aren't here. He said that Roppongi Vice deserves one more opportunity. If you guys recall, Roppongi Vice was facing FTR until the United Empire interfered and attacked. So then FTR comes out and basically Dax says that you should be mad at the United Empire, not at them. And he says that he would love to give Roppongi Vice one more shot, but understands that his partners are in Japan. So after this, Will Ospreay comes out and he doesn't come alone. He brings them back up. He brings in Kyle Fletcher, Aaron Henner, Mark Davis, and they basically beat down Roppongi Vice and Dax and FTR. So talk about a New Japan invasion. Of course, this is to be expected since we are building to Forbidden Door, which is June 26th. So now I'm very curious to see what happens here in this scenario. Are we going to get a triple threat match maybe? I don't know, and I cannot wait and see what happens. That wasn't the only New Japan mention, but I'll get to that later. Okay, so tonight's AEW Dynamite kicked off with a casino battle royal to determine who was going to face Jon Moxley to be number one contender for the AEW World title. So you guys recall, remember CM Punk is injured. He's still champion, so this is going to be for the interim championship. Okay, so a couple of things from this that we have to talk about is that coffin drop from Darby Allin to Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly. That was a good spot. Wheeler Yuta came back after his tour in Japan. Ooh, now here's the thing. Swerve Strickland. Did he turn heel tonight? Did he? Because he eliminated his own friend and partner, Keith Lee. And then he goes on to eliminate Darby Allin somewhere down the road. So, what's up? I'm really intrigued to see what is going to happen between Keith Lee and Swerve Strickland now that this has happened. Because it's I didn't think that would happen. I was totally shocked when Swerve eliminated Keith Lee. Because that's his buddy. I mean, I get it, it's a battle royal and every man for himself. But still, you would think that they would stuck it together to the end and then, eliminate each other. But no. He pulled a fast one on him and eliminated him. All right. So the Joker ended up being, so there was a lot of speculation as to who the Joker can be. As you guys know, usually in the past, the Joker has been a surprise debut sometimes. And the Joker ended up being Andrade, who I was surprised that it was Andrade, but I was very happy because we have not seen Andrade in a good while. I know he just got married to Charlotte and probably just came back from his honeymoon. So I know there's probably going to be people that are disappointed that Andrade was a Joker because they were probably expecting somebody else to be the Joker. They were probably expecting Johnny Gargano, maybe The Fiend. They were probably expecting somebody else other than Andrade. So I can kind of see why people would be disappointed in this. But then again, nobody said that the Joker was a surprise debut. Nobody said the Joker was going to be a new signee. Nobody. So everybody just made those assumptions. But it ended up being Andrade. I personally am happy because I was really looking forward to seeing Andrade again. So I'm really happy Andrade was in this. I wasn't expecting him to be the Joker, I would say. But I guess you can kind of say that was one of those people who's okay, let's see who's going to debut. But I'm not disappointed Andrade is a Joker because I really wanted to see Andrade. So I'm happy about that. Throughout the entire match, they kept plugging that Wheeler Yuta basically got off a plane and came directly to the arena. If that's the case, you couldn't tell. You can't see that he's jet lagged throughout this. You can't see he's jet lagged. You can't see. You just can't tell. So that's good. The final four ended up being Andrade, Wheeler Yuta, Rey Fenix, and Kyle O'Reilly. Andrade eliminated Rey Fenix, and then Wheeler Yuta eliminated Andrade. But the way it happened was Kyle O'Reilly and Andrade were working together, and Kyle O'Reilly was holding Wheeler Yuta, and Andrade ended up trying to eliminate Wheeler Yuta, but Wheeler Yuta like moved, and so Andrade got eliminated. I was kind of disappointed because I really wanted Andrade to win this. You know, it's his first match back. You would think that he'd be the winner, but at least he made it to the final 4 and then final 3. Again, like I was really hoping that he'd win, but he did not. Okay, so then it comes down to Kyle O'Reilly and Wheeler Yuta, and I guess people were also disappointed in the fact that Kyle O'Reilly won. I mean, I think Kyle O'Reilly winning kind of made it obvious that Jon Moxley was going to win in the main event tonight. I think people wanted somebody else to go up against Jon Moxley, but I think Kyle O'Reilly going up against Jon Moxley kind of made it obvious who was going to win. So it was still good main event, but I'll get to all that later. AEW announced that they have the AEW All-Atlantic Championship. So it's going to represent different countries. It's going to be 8 wrestlers who are going to participate and represent their respective countries. So this is interesting because it's kind of like it's a new championship. So is this going to be only for like the foreign-born wrestlers? Or is this going to be something that everybody could win? Nevertheless, like very intrigued to see what they end up doing with this title. The first match that we had for this tournament was Pac versus Buddy Matthews. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is Buddy Matthews' first singles match in AEW since he debuted. And Pac sent Buddy Matthews to the outside. And at one point, both men go down. This was an incredible match. I honestly would not mind if they redo this match again. This is like, he ended up winning. Like, Pac ended up winning. And then the Lucha Brothers came out to celebrate with Pac. So clearly, like, I am really excited to see what's next in the tournament. I believe Miro's in it too. Malachi Black, Penta Oscuro's in it too. So it's like these foreign-born wrestlers representing their respective countries. So very curious to see what they do with the title. And I actually like the belt. It's a nice belt. I don't have a picture on it. I didn't include a picture in this. But if you haven't seen it, you should. I'll definitely see if I could post one because it's a very nice belt. Then we get an Eddie Kingston segment who basically calls out Jack Hager because he cost him a title opportunity and he challenges him to a match on Rampage. Then after that, it's the Trent Beretta segment, which I talked about in the beginning. The whole gist of this segment was that it was a New Japan invasion. You had Will Ospreay, Kyle Fletcher, Aaron Henair, Mark Davis, all attack FTR and Trent Beretta. So I guess this is to build towards Forbidden Doors. We get one step closer. It's June 26th. So we are building towards that. And I cannot wait to see what the outcome of this match is. Then we get a Kyle O'Reilly segment who actually also included William Regal. And he says that he taught Fish and O'Reilly many things over the years, referring to their time in NXT probably. And he shakes Kyle O'Reilly's hand and basically says, like, it's going to be an honor to watch you get your head kicked out. Kyle O'Reilly says he's got momentum going into this match. So then we get David Finley versus Hangman Adam Page. I've seen David Finley wrestle before, obviously, because you guys know I like Impact Wrestling. So David Finley has wrestled on Impact Wrestling alongside his tag team, I guess you can say former tag team partner, Juice Robinson, as the team Finn Juice. So I know what David Finley is capable. Great match against Hangman Adam Page. Again, David Finley representing New Japan more as we built up towards Forbidden Door. So obviously Hangman wins this match, which is a good call because Hangman needs to bounce back after his loss to CM Punk. This is his first match back since he lost to CM Punk. So then he cuts a promo basically saying that he has a lot to say about the championship, but he's not going to say it tonight. He says that he wasn't in the Battle Royal and he probably won't get another title shot for a long while. But that being said, he says that there are other titles that he can go after. So I start thinking to myself, well, maybe is he going to go for the TNT title? Is he going to go for another tag team title? Of course, you have to remember they're building towards Forbidden Door. So he's challenging Okada for the IWGP Championship. And Adam Cole, who was on commentary during this match, says that it might not even be Okada who faces Hangman, as Jay White is scheduled to face Okada. So it can end up being Jay White versus Hangman. And then Cole says that he's the new franchise player and the Hangman's time has come and gone. So I am very curious to see if it's Hangman versus Okada or Hangman versus Jay White. I think both matches would be a banger of a match, regardless of whoever is IWGP champion towards Forbidden Door. But I cannot wait. The excitement that they're building up for this pay-per-view is incredible. I wonder, though, what kind of deal New Japan has with Impact. New Japan has with AEW. Because I know, again, just to talk about Finjuice, when Finjuice won the Impact Tag Team titles, they took those titles to Japan. So it's going to be very interesting here to see if any New Japan stars win the AEW titles, or AEW let them. Actually, will AEW even let New Japan wrestlers win titles and take them to New Japan? Well, New Japan and AEW let New Japan wrestlers win titles in AEW and defend them here in not only America and take them back to Japan. So it's very curious to see. Or will New Japan let AEW wrestlers win New Japan titles and then, possibly go to Japan, defend them there, or defend them on Dynamite. So very curious to see what the relationship between them is. Like I said, when New Japan and Impact had their partnership, Finjuice, they won the Impact Tag titles, they took them to Japan. So very curious to see. And I believe Josh Alexander even defended the X Division title in New Japan. So actually, no, he didn't. He faced El Fantasmo. So there we go. So I'm very curious to see what the working relationship between that is. Then we get a Wardlow segment. And Tony Schiavone basically informs us that Wardlow opted not to participate in the Battle Royal. So he says, "Welcome to Wardlow's world." He says he asked not to take part of the Battle Royal because he says that CM Punk is our champion and he wants to be able to make Punk tap or pin his shoulders down. So out of respect for CM Punk, he's not in the Battle Royal, and he tells Punk to heal up because he's coming for that title when he heals up. So he basically wants to challenge for the TNT title. Scorpio Sky, of course, Ethan Page, and the rest of the Men of the Year come out and, confront him. Then Mark Sterling comes on the Titantron and basically says that Wardlow can either go to court or face 20 security guards in a 20 on 1 handicap match. And that's going to be an very interesting match. 20 security guards versus Wardlow. I'm sure Wardlow's not going to have a problem defeating those 20 security guards. Seriously. He's going to run through them. So I don't think he's concerned. Dynamite was just filler tonight. Really? You think so? I think it was a good Dynamite. You can't even feel CM Punk's absence. And then we get a Young Bucks segment, and they basically want the tag titles, but the Hearty Boys and Jurassic Express also intervene and say that the Hearty Boys say that they want to tag titles. Jurassic Express comes out, because obviously they're the tag champions. So Christian lays a challenge. He says, why not have a match next week? And it's going to be a triple threat ladder match. It's going to be the Hearty Boys versus the Young Bucks versus Jurassic Express for those AEW tag titles. And holy smokes, that's going to be an insane match. As you guys know, the Hearty Boys are very familiar with ladder matches. So they're no stranger to those. This is what they got for Wardlow, him fighting security. I guess. Yeah, I don't know why I guess he needs something for him to do until he moves up for it. He was challenging for the TNT title. Well, he wants to challenge it for the TNT title. So I guess this is like a bridge between that. So I'm not entirely sure why he's facing 20 security guards. I'm sure it's going to be a fun match, but still. That ladder match should be insane. Like, all three of those teams, that's going to be an incredible match, and I cannot wait for that. So then we had the AEW women's title match. It's Thunder Rosa versus Marina Schafir. Schafir tried to put Thunder Rosa to sleep. By the way, Thunder Rosa wearing the Kill Bill inspired attire, so great. I feel Wardlow is getting the Goldberg treatment. Really? So obviously, like, Thunder Rosa wins. Great. It was a good match. But my problem is that Marina Schafir afterwards attacked Thunder Rosa. And she basically had, I get why they did it, because they obviously wanted Toni Storm to come out and kind of have a segment with Thunder Rosa. You know, she did give her back her title, which I guess kind of hints that maybe Toni Storm is the next challenger. But here's the thing. I feel like it makes Thunder Rosa look weak. I mean, I felt like she looked weak in her feud with Serena Deeb, because, you know, you had Serena Deeb attack her, and then you had Nyla Rose attack Thunder Rosa when they were feuding. So these post-match assaults and post-match attacks, or even attacks on Thunder Rosa, are not doing her any favors. We need to book her better. She is our AEW Women's Champion, for Christ's sakes. Like, she should be the focus of the women's division. Yet, she's not. Match was boring. Marina Schafir is NyQuil worthy. Even Thunder Rosa couldn't carry her through the match. So again, like, I didn't have a problem with the match. It's just a post-match assault. It's like, you gotta stop doing this to Thunder Rosa. Book Thunder Rosa better. Hashtag book Thunder Rosa better. I should start that on Twitter. Hashtag book Thunder Rosa better. She deserves it, honestly. But why is Marina Schafir a problem again? I mean, I haven't seen too much of her. I think she mostly wrestles on Dark and Elevation, but she lost to Jade Cargill and she lost to Thunder Rosa, so I don't see how much of a problem that she is. So, and our main event is Jon Moxley versus Kyle O'Reilly. I have to say, this match was predictable. I think we all knew Jon Moxley was going to win, but it was still a great match. I don't mind a match being predictable as long as it's a great match. And wow, like, Kyle O'Reilly did last against Jon Moxley, which is good. It wasn't a squash match. Let me see. Marina Schafir did nothing to earn an opportunity for the title. How did that come about? Through a backstage segment, apparently. So, like, my favorite spot in this match was, of course, the ending. You had Jon Moxley hit Kyle O'Reilly with the regal knee, a double underhook, and a paradigm shift, and he ended up winning. So that's how you end Dynamite. And honestly, it was like, I thought it was a good show, top to bottom. I did not like that Thunder Rosa post-match beatdown, but aside from that, I like pretty much everything else. But just because of that Thunder Rosa thing, I have to give this an 8 out of 10 show. This is not a Ty Dillinger. You have to book Thunder Rosa better. If show was a 7 out of 10, okay, fair enough. Again, good show. So you can't tell CM Punk is. You have enough star power to make up for the lack of CM Punk. Sorry. It was an okay show, not their strongest show, but so much filler. Yeah. But with that being, I'll be back, but my review is pretty much over. So thank you guys all so much for watching and for your continued support. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell so you get notified whenever I go live or release a new video. And I'll see you guys tomorrow after Impact Wrestling. Bye.